Alrighty, Coach. Of course, not the result that you all were looking for. And so my question is, what's the difference between the game that you all played at home and the game that you played down in Lubbock? Of course, despite with the loss being another different note.
Yeah, I think it was the loss was probably the biggest difference. I think across the board, it was just a very different game for us. You know, we put up, I think it was 65 points. I haven't really looked at the stat sheet afterwards because I was a bit disgusted with the result. But, you know, I think we were 14-26 from the free throw line. I think it was 17 turnovers. Just overall, just not a great game for us, not a great effort. To Lubbock's credit, I don't think they played much better. I think it was two teams playing bad basketball, and somebody had to win, and and our bad was worse than their bad. So you know, we had a great practice yesterday. Some certainly things to clean up after a loss like that, but yeah, it wasn't our style. I think we fell into their style of play, which they want to keep in the 60s. I think they'd prefer to keep us in the 50s if they could, and if we put up 65, it's anybody's game at that point.
Is that something you feel like you can learn? Is that game something you can learn from, or do you just need to hit the reset button and on to the next one?
You know, we're already looking forward to Washburn at this point. You know, we've addressed that stuff the day after, watching film and all that stuff, but you got to learn from some of that stuff. And you know, I don't think we have a young team. I don't think we have an old team. I think we've got maybe some inexperienced guys who haven't played a lot of collegiate minutes, haven't played on the road against tough competition, and those are things certainly that they'll have to learn here, and we've got to be ready then for two big games next week.
Now you talk about the two big games next week. What can you expect from both teams?
Yeah, two really good teams. I mean, both are 7-1. Washburn will be on Monday. And I think they've got one loss against the undefeated Southern Mass team is really good. And Pitt State, who's also 7-1, one loss against the 8-1 team out of the north. So those are two good teams that haven't lost much. They're well coached. They're fundamental. It's a different look than what we'll see in the Lone Star, I think. But it's good for us. You know, if you want to be a good team, you got to play top competition, and then you got to beat top competition. And this is an opportunity to do that. That's why we go out to this tournament just about every year, is to play some top teams in the nation.
And then how important is it not only just to play top teams in the nation, but outside of region, because of those teams you might see later down the line, or just in general to see, as you said, those different styles?
Yeah, I mean, you'll find different basketball from East Coast to the North to the South, West Coast. You know, at the end of the day, I think we teach our guys to play basketball. You know, we've got our system down. We want skilled guys, fundamental guys who play the right way, and that style should hold up against any of the competition that you're going against. Lone Star's a bit different. It's a bit, you know, knock down, drag it out, grind it out, physical, real athletic. So you got to be able to play in that style as well. But you know, you get into tournament time, and you don't know who you're going to see, but you want to play the right way, and I think we do that. Granted, we just did lose the other day, but I think we've got a ways to go.